Going into 2020, I was really excited about where Taste Project was going. I was really looking forward to seeing our community at the restaurant grow, serving more people, getting the patio together and the garden, and just seeing the expansion of the community of people inside a Taste Project. We were doing great things in 2019, and 2020 just continued to look like it was going to be an amazing year for us. Food has the power to bring people together, even during these times. In light of the COVID-19 outbreak, we have had to close our restaurant dining room to the public, but we are currently serving those in need at our door. Since we've closed the restaurant, we have already served 1,000 people in need. We're seeing a variety of people come to our door, from people who have been to our restaurant before, people who hadn't been to our restaurant before, volunteers who have found themselves in need, and hospital workers in the area. We've been able to do all this because of the generosity of our great donors. And I just want to say a special thank you to those who gave to us during Matching March and to those who continue to give to us during this trying time. When the pandemic hit us, we were just launching our spring menu, and we had to make the decision to close our dining room. And when we did that, we wanted to make sure that we could continue to serve our community. So our first response was shifting to curbside, free meals for those who are in need in our community. And during that time, we saw the need just exponentially grow as restaurants had to close down, and some of our volunteers even had lost their job, and we were starting to see them come in. And at the height of our curbside service, we were actually serving about one meal a minute up until we reopened the dining room. I'm super proud of our staff and our volunteers for all the work they did in 2020. When we were closed in our dining room, our staff worked 6 days a week to make sure that those meals went out to the community for those who needed it. And when we finally opened the dining room again, our volunteers came back, those who were able to during this pandemic, and really made sure that the community could get the service and the engagement that they're used to from them, the smiling faces, the human interaction. They really made sure that we were able to continue to provide those services to our community, and we did so throughout all of 2020, 6 days a week, without having to close at all. And that's probably the thing that I'm most proud of our staff and our volunteers for us to be able to do for our community during 2020.
When the governor ordered the restaurants to close, I thought, Lord, what does this mean for the calling that you have on Taste Project? And we reopened not many days later, and our staff showed up, masked up, and started something completely new for Taste Project, which was to-go meals. And we continued to feed, educate, and serve our community.